One of the interesting things about money is that people typically are confused about it. I interview and work with a lot of very successful people, and some people who say that they want to be successful. And their relationship to and with money plays a large role in that. When I do interviews and when I talk with people, I give seminars, a lot of people use the words prosperity and abundance. They say, I want prosperity and I want abundance and I want wealth and riches. And it's interesting how many people just refuse to use the word money. And I say to them, you can't go to the grocery store with prosperity and you can't make your mortgage payment with abundance. All the prosperity and all the abundance has already been created. If it's money that you seek, if it's money that's the medium of exchange where you are, if it's money that's the resource and the tool that's necessary for you to live the life that you want to live, then let's talk about money. Let's not be ashamed about money. Let's not be bashful about money. Money is the tool. Money is the resource. One of the things that I've recently done is developed and designed a course called Your Money Consciousness. And we're giving seminars about these concepts throughout the country. We've also created a home study course on this subject. Why do we use the terms money and consciousness? This is very, very important. Well, money tends to flow to people who have an awareness, who have clarity, who have an alignment or a vibrational alignment to what it is that they say that they want to be, do, and have in life. Money tends to flow to them because they're inspired. Again, money is an energy form. It flows to other energy forms that are similar to it. The money doesn't care where it goes. It's going to flow to people who are attracting money. So one of the main principles we cover in the Your Money Consciousness course is that form follows thought and inspired action. So principle number 2 in the Your Money Consciousness home study course and in our seminars is that nature abhors a vacuum. Many of you have studied Napoleon Hill or Wallace Wattles or Catherine Ponder or even some of the more recent people who are in this inspirational business like Jack Canfield or Mark Victor Hansen, have heard this quote before, nature abhors a vacuum. But what does that really mean? Well, there's evidence all around us that whenever there's a void or an emptiness in nature, nature rushes to fill it. So, for example, the tide goes out and then the tide comes in. That's nature filling a void. So when we tie that into money, it's very, very interesting. Most people, when it comes to money, refuse to create a vacuum. So principle number 3 in the Your Money Consciousness home study course and in our seminars is to stake your claim to whatever it is that you want. Decide what it is that you want. How do we do that? Because a lot of people get confused about that point. How do we decide what it is that we really want? Well, there is a simple exercise that I do recommend people use. Take out a piece of paper and on the left-hand column of that paper, write down everything that you love to do. Everything that you love to experience. If it's walking on the beach, write that down. If it's going out to a wonderful restaurant with your family, write that down. If it's presenting seminars, write that down. If it's selling real estate, write that down. Whatever it is for you, and don't limit yourself to one thing. Lay out everything on that paper that you genuinely love to do. And you will see very, very quickly there will be a pattern that will be developed of the things that you love to do. Be and do as many of those things as possible. Principle number 4 in the Your Money Consciousness home study course and seminars is consciousness always expands. And some people equate that to the law of attraction. There are many teachers out there right now who are explaining in their own terms what the law of attraction really is or what they think it means. And quite honestly, I really haven't found anybody yet who has a 100% clear and accurate description of what the law of attraction is. One of those reasons is that the law of attraction really isn't a law. There are these physical laws in the universe, like gravity, for example. If I were to hold up a pen right now and drop it 1,000 times, 1,000 times that pen will hit the ground. However, most people are teaching the law of attraction as follows. Ask for something, have faith that it will happen, and then receive it. Well, guess what? There are too many variables to that quote-unquote law to have it be a true law. What they say is, if you don't receive what you want, you haven't had enough faith. You haven't asked accurately. You haven't done the things necessary to vibrationally align yourself with what it is that you want, and therefore the law of attraction or the universe isn't going to deliver anything to you. Well, guess what? The law of gravity doesn't require any of those things. It works 100% of the time. So therefore, the law of attraction really is not a law. It's a premise or a hypothesis or a theory. Principle 5 in the Your Money Consciousness home study course and seminar is go with the flow. Thomas Edison had a great quote, and that was, all energy has a current. Now what most people attempt to do is to formulate a desire and then chase after what they want. They've heard things and learned things over the years that just climb every mountain, work as hard as you possibly can, defeat the other side, be competitive. Those are all things that are myths. Those are all things that actually can prevent, in most cases, you having and being what it is that you want to have and be. There's a current out there. There's a flow out there into which you can insert yourself to have and be whatever that you want. It's almost like I know there's electricity in the wall that's next to me right now, and all I have to do is go over and plug into it. I don't have to create that electricity. It's already created. The same thing is true about money. A lot of people have this concept that they have to make money. And when you use the phrase make money, all kinds of strange things happen in your subconscious mind. Principle number 6 in the Your Money Consciousness home study course and seminars is live it now. There are so many people out there who've heard about visualization. They've heard about contemplation. They've heard about making picture boards and storyboards and all these wonderful things. But there's something even more powerful than that, and that is living your dreams now. When I describe this, sometimes people get confused and they say, well, how do I live it now when it's something that I don't have now? I was taught that I should chase after my dream. I was taught that my dream is in the future, and so long as I work hard enough, I can get to my dream. But you can enhance, you can become a magnet through awareness and through inspired action. You literally can become a money magnet. So you literally can live your dreams now. How do you do that? Principle number 7 in the Your Money Consciousness home study course and seminar series is gratitude is the great multiplier. What do I mean by that? Remember, the universe only does one thing. It expands. It expands 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And whatever we put into that expansion expands, it multiplies. If we put gratitude into that expansion, gratitude expands. If we put fear into it, fear expands. If we put positive intention, if we put inspiration, if we put all of those things into the expansion or the natural expansion of the universe, things come back to us multiplied. Now, of course, it requires an action for us to realize the return of what we're putting into the universe, but it always comes back, and it comes back multiplied. So let's use money as an example. Principle number 8 in the Your Money Consciousness home study course and seminars is that money tends to flow to people who are maximizing their existing supply of it. So we're going to talk about some common things, some practical things that you can do in order to have more money flowing into your life. For example, if you have money in a bank account or in an investment account, and that's earning an interest rate of 2 or 3%, and you're able to switch it to another account in which you can get 4 or 5%, do so. A lot of people say in their mind, well, it's only 1% difference. I'm not going to go through the aggravation of growing my money larger than it already is. Principle number 9 in the Your Money Consciousness home study course and seminars is it's time. If you're watching this video right now, or if you visited our website at www.themoneychi.com and have been involved in any of our materials or e-courses, that in itself is an indication that it's your time. It's your time to pay attention to these materials. It's your time to put yourself in the expansion of cash and money flowing into your life. It's your time to be, do, and have whatever it is that you say that you want to be, do, and have in life, and it's time now. There are so many people who say, someday I'll, or someday when my circumstances change, or someday when there's no longer a war, or someday when the economy gets better, then I'm going to be, do, and have what I want in life. But someday is today. There is no tomorrow in our world. Take responsibility and take control now of who it is you want to be and what it is that you want to have. Do so through these principles. Employ them every single day and employ them every single way. When you do so, you're going to open up that flow of cash, of money, and all other wonderful things that you expect to have in life.